Welcome back, Guardians, to the Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. Here we are, back at the Omega Ruins. I'm Scott, and you're at the TheScottSpot channel. Yeah, this is like literally where we started 2 videos ago. This place is just huge, and on top of that, we got monsters running around everywhere. Hopefully we'll get a little bit further this time. But I did look at the enemy list here, and there are still like 5 enemies we haven't even encountered yet. And I just got ambushed, so hold on a sec. Man, it takes entirely too long to fight those guys. It's not even hard, it's just like, ugh, time consuming. And here we go again. Okay, I've got to start using... By the way, that was 2 more Master Corals and a Floating Death. I've got to start using Extract Power on these guys, the enemies I've already captured all of, so that I can get more Power Spheres, because I'm completely out. I just did a Sphere Grid session. Not too much of import happened. Kimahri learned Zombie Attack. And then Riku learned Slow. Yuna, you can see she hasn't activated this power node, or this strength node, because she hasn't we didn't have any power spheres, so I've got to get more soon. Alright, can we please get somewhere this episode? That would be great. Let's go to the left here. Fuck. That was a Mimic and a Azaris, as usual. And here we go again. I got 1 whole power sphere out of that. Okay, so I'm actually starting to think that the encounter rate is so damn high here that I'm going to be better off equipping the Baroque Sword and just making recordings whenever I run into a new monster. So, sorry about that, but damn. Anyway, because I don't want like these huge-ass files with only like 2 or 3 minutes of usable footage. Alright, so let's equip this then. And now we can explore the damn ruins in peace. Jeez, can't believe it took me that long to cave. Get it? Cave? Alright, here's another room with treasure chests in it, but like I said, we're ignoring those for the time being. And then this way, we're stiff. I think that... Yeah, we can't go that way. If we head up this way, you see all this stuff on the right, we were actually looking down near this area from that ledge up above. Alright, so now we have a little a detour that we can take, so I say that we head right for the time being. I can barely see anything. Alright, you can see this. Nothing happens. Alright, there's a glyph here, but we have to activate it first before we can do anything about it. Remember, our goal is to... Oh, and see, there's this little ledge here. But there's no way to cross it. And it leads to that chest that I showed you guys in the last episode. So, a small little puzzle that we have to do is to solve that. I would not recommend going right here just yet, because that leads onward. And here we have another group of chests. Before I do anything with those, I believe that the Albed Primer should be on the ground. Okay, Albed Primer, Volume 26. The secrets of the Albed language are revealed. W equals Z. Tidus has achieved the rank of Albed Sikten, and I believe that translates to Master. Now, I already did this in Corey's, or rather, Corey already did it in his file, so I already have the trophy, but there is a trophy for this, and I'll put the name of it as a text that flashes on screen. Alright, what else is going on here? Now, this is the first group of chests, and like I said, I'm not going to worry about perfecting this little mini-game, so I'm just going to start opening them. Okay, level 4 Key Sphere. That's the first prize. A Defending Bracer is the second prize. Oh, already ruined. Okay, that one would have been a turnover with, geez, what abilities are on there? Okay, while I do this battle, I'm going to look up what abilities there are. Okay, anyway, that Defending Bracer that we just got for Auron was not the one he's got equipped, but this new one has Silence Proof and Dark Proof on it. Still not as good as Stone Proof and Poison Proof. The third chest would have contained a Turnover, which is probably a ball for Waka. It has magic counter and counter attack on it. So not bad. And then that fourth chest would have had 2 level 3 key spheres. Okay, well, that's the first group, so let's go ahead and go to where the second group of the chests was. And that'll involve a little bit of backtracking. So yeah, there used to be a theory that you could open these chests if you used like a metronome for perfect timing, but that turned out to be, as far as I know, that's false. But you know, I really don't know, because I heard that it was in the Ultimania too. The Ultimania being a Japan-only like super guide for this game. There's one for, at least one for every game, and usually more than that. And let's see what else. There are 3 chests here. Let's see what we can get. Oh, so I got the turnover in place. I didn't know it worked like that. This would have a level 3 key sphere, but nope. Okay, there goes that. Well, anyway, after I'd gotten the okay, let's go back. I would have gotten a defending armlet from the 5th successful chest, which has stone-proof, poison-proof, and 2 free slots on it. And then the next chest would have had 2 friend spheres, and the one after that would have been 1 level 4 key sphere, so not too bad. Anyway, let's keep moving backwards. Oh, by the way, before I forget, I have been using Extract Power on the Zoruses that happen in the Mimic fights, and I was able to move Yuna forward and get Sleep Attack doing that. Alright, well that's the second group of chests. Let's move back to the third one. And remember, like I said, you have a 1 in 240 shot of getting all 12 chests on your first go. Or not even on your first go, but at all. So then we have group 3, which is back here. I can't even imagine how many random battles I would be getting in. 2 level 3 key spheres, so what would have been in that chest would have been a Phantom Ring, which is armor for Yuna, that would have had Ice Eater, Fire Eater, Lightning Eater, and 1 free slot. Which isn't bad, because I mean, I think we already have a Phantom Ring, so it's a big deal that we lost out on it. We got the chest from that one. That chest would have had a Cactuar Wizard in it, which is a weapon for Lulu with half MP cost. We already have one though, so another non-issue. Okay, nothing major in there. That chest would have had, I think, oh wait, I already said that would have had a Cactuar Wizard in it. Alright, and that just leaves one group of chests, and it is all the way back to the right. Man, I'm so glad that I decided to equip the Baroque Sword at this point, I mean, honestly. Alright, let's go this way. I think it's in this little southeasternmost corner here. Yeah. And there are 4 chests in here, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, there's only 2 chests. Alright. Didn't get anything at all. That one would have had 2 teleport spheres in it, though. Alright, let me finish this. Okay, and that's it for the treasure chest game. The last one would have contained 99 warp spheres. So yeah, nothing to it really. Well, there's a lot to it. It's just so hard to get. Please, I beg of you, do not waste your time trying to get that. Okay, I thought I had captured well beyond 10 Zoruses, but apparently not. I just forgot to equip Tidus's Baroque Sword before I moved on to there. And I know that you guys can probably see it okay, but I am like freaking blind right now because I guess the brightness is not up high enough or something on my TV, but I'm struggling even to like see where Tidus is going. I mean, I know this is supposed to be a dark cavern, but damn. Alright, we're closing in on the end of the first floor of the Omega Ruins. There are only 2 floors, and the second one's a lot more straightforward, so not to worry. Alright, let's go back to where we found the last group of chests, which was up here, along with the Albed Primer. Alright, I'm kind of scared to go too far to the right here, because I know that is where... Actually, wait, I think I'll be okay as long as I... Okay, yeah, there's this lift up here that you just want to stay away from, honestly. For now, anyway. That leads further in, and it also leads to a boss. I'm just going to stay away. For now. And then this loops around this way. Alright, I'm looking... I don't think there's anything up this loop, actually. I'm just mapping for the sake of mapping. Jeez. And then... this connects all the way around. See, it made a circle. But we actually can keep continuing on this way if we want to, and I don't see why not. And we actually do want to go this way because it leads to another little glyph. However, this one is already active, so let's activate it. A glyph appears. It's like the Cloister of Trials all over again, except for not really. So now that we've done that, we need to go back to that first glyph that I passed that didn't do anything, as Titus said. I do want to point out before we go too far along that path, though. Wow, I almost didn't map that little nook there. I think, I could be wrong about this, but I think that... can I not go any further here? I guess not. I thought that maybe that glyph went ahead and activated part of the bridge, but I guess you need to press both of them. And that somehow caused us to, like, Midas ground, right? I think so. To pop up from the ground. And when I approach this, another one comes up. Such a weird little puzzle they decided to throw in here. I do like that there's lava down at the bottom there. That's pretty cool. Or I guess a more accurate term would be magma. Molten rock. Our word is a teleport sphere. I mean, that's pretty valuable. I'm sure it'll come in handy at some point. Okay. So that is actually it for the first floor of the Omega Ruins, other than the boss. So I'm going to actually call that an episode, I think, even though I think we came in a little bit under time this time for once. It's been a while, huh? Yeah, so I'm just going to head back to the save sphere, and I'm going to make preparations for the next boss, make sure I'm going in, knowing what the hell I'm doing. And I will meet you guys for that next time. Thanks again, Guardians, for hanging out with me at the Scott Spot. I'm Scott, and you have been awesome. Thanks again.